What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Rutabaga mama lady at dopa ding donka dow.
Holy moly. That was awesome.
Rutabagas, huh?
That was I'm sorry, Al. But I think that was up there with yours.
That was one of my favorites. Good stuff, Andy.
Well, here we are. Spitballers Podcast, episode 89. It's been a while, so I had to bring it.
Yeah. And it seemed like...
And those are two obviously rhyming words. You know, rutabaga and marmalade.
Yes. As was eloquently put in that song from was it Moulin Rouge?
Oh yeah,
Christina Aguilera.
Yes, and
those were the rhymes.
Yes.
We've got a great show for you today.
Rutabaga
I'm probably
marmalade.
red right now. It's been a while. At Spitballers Pod, thank you so much for joining us. Rebranding your Mondays with a little bit of nonsense, hilarity,
Levity.
life advice.
Elevation.
Just saying words
levity
now.
and elevation.
Yes, we're going to make you laugh, and we're going to go up a mountain.
Yeah. I think Al Borland went up a mountain this morning. Is that true, Al?
It is true.
We were supposed to play some pickleball, but we quit on you like simultaneously. And
So
then
you thought you'd climb a mountain instead?
Needed to get that heart rate up.
You're a genius. Then he came in here limping because
He climbed a mountain.
he climbed a mountain.
Well, there was a time when people had to climb mountains. Like we had to find food.
Like we didn't have a choice or something.
Yeah.
I got to get to the other side.
Yes, there's something very important over there. Like there's food. Something's happening. But now we have people like Al like, I should probably climb that mountain. For what reason? I have no reason. I just want to climb that mountain.
What'd you do this morning, Mike?
Ooh.
I went to the gym.
And
All
lifted
right.
a bunch of stuff for no reason.
No, there's very much a reason. I'm trying to get swole.
Mike's argument came crumbling down quickly. I have always had the problem. I mentioned this to Al Borland with the hiking, and I've complained to my wife about this. I need to be going somewhere. I can't take the hike where you hit the dead end. This is like, let's go drive down cul-de-sacs for fun. Like I want the whole. I need a loop.
You need the restaurant at the top.
Sure.
You need
Sonic.
Yes.
You need
I guess
Sonic
if
ice
there
cream.
was, I didn't think about that. I thought I just needed to find hiking trails that were loops, so I am not doing something backwards. But if you gave me a destination, a purpose, if when I got if there was a Starbucks at the end,
You will not like an elliptical because you're going, but
you're not getting anywhere.
Yeah, you're actually not even moving, and there is no goal. You're just there forever.
Would you rather? That's a great question, and we have I think it'll be a very entertaining draft on the show today. Spitballerspod.com. Learn how to become an official Spitwad supporter of the show and get access to some pretty cool perks. We like looking at your questions first, your draft ideas, and obviously you're out there. You've got life questions. And who more qualified than the three of us to answer those?
None more.
And set you on a course of your destiny. Your destiny is
climbing mountains.
That's right. All right, let's get it going.
Would you rather?
Case in point, this question comes in from Hostess Apple Pies on Patreon.
It's a delicious question.
That's true. Have your parents or your children read all of your texts?
Read.
Wait.
The question is, would you rather
Oh my
have your
gosh.
parents or your children read all your texts from last year?
Oh. Would you rather have your parents or your children read all your texts from the last year?
Either way, you're going to have some splaining to do.
Yes. I feel yes, that's 100% true. You got some splaining to do.
Just which direction do you want to explain things?
The one I have the most power. I would like my children to read my texts.
Yeah, I think that makes sense because our children are but here's the deal. Our children, specifically the three of us, are still young enough to where some things can go over their heads. No, not yours, Mike. Your children.
Actually, you
nothing
know what?
can go over their heads.
No. That's not at all what I'm saying. I'm saying that we all have at least one child at an age where things are not going to go over their head.
I do have my concerns now that I think about it. And here's my concern as a parent is that I can say this honestly. My wife and I, we don't text about my parents. So, but we
Right.
do text about the kids. So the kids
Sure.
will see lots of texts that do relate to them that, you know, they're not always like flowery kind words about what's going on.
So that's not even my concern.
I know it's not.
There's smoochy things. I have a wife.
Yeah.
Right. See, that
I enjoy my relationship with my wife.
this has actually already been somewhat of a fear because specifically with the kids, like my daughter, she uses my wife's phone to text certain friends. She doesn't have a phone yet.
Okay.
And so, her friends have a phone or whatever. And so there's a couple friends where if she's going to text, she uses mommy's phone.
Okay.
And I'm always like, you don't read our text.
Oh, okay. I see what you're
because,
saying. Yeah.
We
In private.
it's a me and mommy sit.
So then, dude, would you rather have your parents just read all of that?
I can live with that.
That's how I feel.
I'm a grown man, Mom. I can say what I need to say.
You ever get into text arguments with your significant other?
No. I
I-
can't say that I have.
No, I don't think no, I don't think I have.
Yeah. It's
get
not
into-
easier. I've got, we get into
You
text
have you?
argument. It's easier to say certain things via text.
You come home, everything's
either
fine.
direction. Sometimes it's like sometimes if we have an argument, it gets resumed in the text when, we haven't resolved it yet. And then,
Now, Jason, I got a question for you.
Sure.
Specifically, this has to go to you.
Okay.
In your wife's phone, what's your name?
I think it's Jason.
It's Jason?
I assume.
Okay.
I assume that's right.
So do you have any concerns that when your son also has a phone, that someone might receive the wrong text message?
No, because my son's name is Jason, and here's the thing. My wife would put my son in her phone as Bubby.
Okay. All right.
But other people around,
Right.
as we grow older, my daughter, she's probably gonna, have Jason Moore and a text about.
Well, she'll have dad.
she'll have dad.
Maybe I have Ron in my phone as
You
my
do?
dad. Yeah.
I have dad in my phone.
You have your dad as his name?
Yeah, but it's his name. What's
No,
crazy about
his
that?
name is Dad.
Yeah.
I don't call him Ron. That would feel super weird. Hey, Ron, what's up?
You do, though, in
you,
your
But
contacts.
you let him be in the phone as Ron?
I don't know. It says first name, last name when I'm putting in a
Yeah,
contact.
Dad.
Yeah.
Does
Mine's
last
Dad
name-
Holloway.
Like
Oh,
maybe
see, I'm Dad blank. He
Just-
doesn't need one
nothing.
because he's Dad. It's like Madonna. You don't need a last name. It's Dad.
Jason gave me a real hard time at football practice last night because I said, like, my oldest son had done something, ran a route or something, and I just off the cuff, I did. It sounds dumb now.
really
Yeah,
stupid when
I
you're gonna-
just said, "Good job, son."
Yeah, he's out there. He goes, "Good job, son."
I was like, I didn't say it like
You
that.
sure did. My response was, "Thanks, father."
Is it 1952?
And then Jason started saying, like, "Well done, boy.
Yeah,
Nice job, child."
I started calling my boy child and boy and everything.
It
like
just
that.
what came out of my mouth.
I think the answer to this whole would you rather question goes back to the first thing that Andy said. I think he was right. I want the power in the situation. I don't want, I still, I don't have the power over my dad. We're both grown men.
You mean Ron?
Yeah,
over
Ron.
over Ron. but that feels so weird. Everyone out there, if you're a Spitballer right now, just act like you're talking to your dad and say his name. It feels weird.
Everybody out there, the next time you speak to your father, call him by his name.
Yeah,
the
try
first
it out.
time and see what happens.
See what happens. But I want the power in the situation. So I'm still going to take the kids. I feel like I can explain it easier, go over their heads with maybe some of the smoochy smooch. And
I feel like I would be empowered. If I had to read all my text messages to my parents, just be like, yeah,
you'd be set free.
This is the child you raised. So in anything that I'm saying
it's all their fault.
This is on you.
Oh, that's interesting.
So
Yeah.
just remember
See, I would
that.
say the same thing to my kids. All this is because of you. All right.
No matter what, it's not my fault.
Keegan from the website, would you rather have everything you've ever lost or had stolen returned to you, Or would you rather have everything you've ever broken be fixed as if you never broke it? This is I think this will be answered based on, obviously, your own experiences with losing or having something significant stolen.
And when you break things, do you just leave them broken? Like the things that you want repaired that are broken right now at your house, are you just like, well,
I don't have an oven anymore.
My garage door doesn't work. I guess I don't have a garage door. Like, no, you're going to fix it.
You probably have broken things like phones or computers that you'd get back, that you've had to go and get a replacement or something.
Sweet. Get my computer from 1996.
I know. You get
this thing was a powerhouse.
Sweet, my iPhone 1.
See, but I'm looking at so there's a problem that you're recognizing with. Well, you already fixed broken stuff, but see, the problem that I have is if I got everything back that I had ever lost, I need acreage upon acreage. I need
the amount of people showing up to deliver. He's lost a lot.
I don't have space.
I thought you
for
were
everything
implying that you
I've
lost the land.
No, where's my house?
I have misplaced my backyard.
Never did find it.
But I don't have room for everything that I've lost in my life. I lose something and I just.
What would that pile consist of?
It would
the
consist
things that
of
you've lost.
A lot of
How many
passports.
car keys would be in that?
Passports and car keys galore. House keys.
Wallets, mounds. Oh, you get that money back too.
Ooh, that's nice. Although I never have cash. So I would just get a card that goes to the same account or old accounts.
Have you ever had anything of significance stolen?
I have not. I've been fortunate. We haven't had like the big break-in or a car being stolen.
I have never had anything stolen that I'm aware of in my life.
Man, I've had my radio stolen twice.
Ooh. Like
Your
out of the
radio?
car?
Like my car stereo.
Like your CD player. That used to be a huge thing.
Yes, it was a CD player.
The 90s.
And it was cool. And I had like awesome speakers in the back of my truck, and I had a cool CD player.
But you parked on the street because your parents used the garage.
Well, no, I was at my buddy's house.
Oh.
And it was supposed to be a nice neighborhood.
Ooh, I did have something stolen once. I remember this. It was at I was at a church event at our former church, and at the church, someone smashed the window in and stole a little toy. It was a Christmas gift we got for our daughter, a sewing machine, but it wasn't like a real sewing machine.
They stole a toy sewing machine, and that's
Yeah,
all
you
they
poor
grabbed.
thing. You poor thing.
But my point is, they at a church, they went into the church parking lot, broke a window. This thing was maybe $35. Like it was a little toy sewing machine. To bust the issue was the window and the glass.
Right.
I mean,
that's just come on, man.
For a sewing machine, like at least grab
You
a
don't
purse or
learn your
something.
craft at least.
Yes.
Learn how to break into a car.
If that's your job, do it well.
If you're a criminal, you are not smart. And they might have thought it was anything. Was it wrapped?
No,
Oh,
it was
okay.
just a.
It was obvious. Like I
clear
have
as-
to have that right
clear as day.
so
like,
somewhere there was a
is that
criminal.
Fisher Price?
There was a criminal that had holy socks, and they really needed to get him repaired.
Mm-hmm.
So
And they made a mistake,
They saw
though.
a sewing machine,
They saw
and it was an
children's-
act of passion.
A children's sewing machine.
Did any of your buddies have because back in the day, you had to carry all your CDs in your car.
Oh yeah.
If you wanted to
Oh
listen
yeah,
to
you'd
music.
lose the whole collection.
So did any of your buddies ever
Yeah.
have the CD wallet stolen?
100%.
And you just feel like you've lost everything.
Yeah,
as
you
a,
just can't
as a
get that back.
teenager, that's what you had. You had your music,
Yeah.
and then when it's stolen, I have nothing left.
We had friends that they lost an engagement ring into the ocean.
Ooh.
So it's like that person is going to instantly
so
choose.
So the ocean stole it.
Well, it said lost, Mike. If you've ever lost, you would get that back, and that would be like enough to turn the tide.
How does
nicely done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does one lose a engagement ring into the ocean?
Well, you
You
see,
lose
Mike.
a lot of weight. That's step one.
Okay,
And then
and the ring
whoopsie-doozle.
slips off the
Yeah.
finger.
Yeah,
I have-
the ocean it's actually it moves a lot, and
It
so
does.
somehow it just slipped off in the ocean.
But I guess just the bigger question is, why are you wearing your engagement ring in the ocean?
Well, I don't think this is the time to shame
You
them,
don't wear
Mike.
your wedding ring. You wear your
Of
wedding ring in
course
the
I wear
ocean.
my
I do,
wedding
yeah.
ring.
I've never taken it off.
I haven't
Oh.
taken this thing off in forever. Like
Can it come off?
it can, but it takes a lot of
Look,
work.
I say that as a man who I now wear.
I got to do the lick my finger thing.
I wear the rubber silicone wedding ring because my old one does not go on and off.
I
so
used to have
easy
an
anymore.
older one that was bigger, and every time I'd play sports, it would literally come flying off my hand across the court. But Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to get back something of that. I'm not really partial to either of these.
I want my CD player
Nothing's
back.
jumping out.
It was awesome. It had like color display.
I remember when Brooks
Spent all my money on
I remember when Brooks lost his sunglasses in the ocean.
Oh, what an
See,
idiot!
that's common. I feel like that's fair.
He caught a football. He turned towards the ocean. That was mistake number one. And then he was like,
But did he-
linebacker
I
smashed
think
by a wave.
Did he hold on to the ball?
Did you
Oh,
hold
yeah.
on to the ball?
Okay,
think he did.
Then he did his job as a man.
Yeah, I think he did. And then
You catch that ball.
Here's what's funny is that was so he had pretty stylish sunglasses, but they were just easy to get sunglasses. I have prescription sunglasses. I was with him, and I was like, oh man, that sucks. Once it's amazing. The sunglasses go in the water. You reach for them
Oh, they're gone.
immediately. They've vanished.
There's a shark swimming around with your sunglasses
100%.
on somewhere.
And then so I've got prescription sunglasses because I'm all four eyes over here.
Yeah.
And then as we're playing, I decide to keep playing with my sunglasses, and the Pacific Ocean ate them.
Wow, the ocean was hungry.
The
That
ocean
day.
was hungry for sunglasses, and so I did not have sunglasses for a long period.
Our friends paid a metal detector guy to like comb the beach for like 4 or 5 hours because apparently at low tide you can go do that, try to find the ring. I always wondered if he would have said if he found it.
What? How
whatever
much
he's-
were they paying him?
Yeah, I don't know.
Here's $5, Mr. Metal Man.
Matt from the website, would you rather get a fierce static shock every time you touch a metal object or step on a Lego barefoot once per day at random? Oh, so you know it's coming at some point. You just don't know which step.
But it's once.
It's just once.
Compared.
Have you guys ever had the like real big, just static electricity? You touch metal, massive shock.
Yes.
Nothing that disturbed me.
I get it all the time.
All
I
the really.
get it. At least once a week. Like I'm talking like where you reach and you audibly ow, and that happens. I could.
Is this from carpet feet shuffling?
I don't know what it's from.
Yeah, you do pick your feet up while you walk, or you just drag them.
No, I pick my feet up, and it happens around the studio a lot. We don't have a lot of carpet.
I've never been shocked here.
This is a me problem, okay? And I'd like to
You're
believe
electric.
it's because of some hidden superpower that is yet to come alive, and I'm confident that it is that.
Yeah.
But I could not handle getting shocked every time I touch metal.
The way you react to anything, that seems like a bad situation because you reacting to that shock might be equivalent to a nuclear bomb hitting you.
Have you ever gotten a real electric shock,
Ooh, like in the outlet?
like an outlet?
Yes, that was not fun.
I have not.
I've had it one time plugging in a shoddy guitar amp, and it's the weirdest thing because you don't even know, you don't know what's happening. All of a sudden, your entire body just hurts.
It was
and
almost.
then if you're able to let go, you're like,
yeah, it was
apparently I just got electrocuted.
yes, it was almost like you didn't realize what
I had
happened.
no idea what was happening
until after it was
Yeah.
over, and then you're like, "Oh, that feels awful." I think I shared the story once, but I was a teenager doing like painting gigs, and we were washing walls, and I took a wet washcloth and just washed right over an outlet. Don't do that.
Owl Borland's letting us know we've told these stories before.
No, yeah, I'm sure we have. But
Well, for
we've
safety
got
reasons.
5 stories, and so if you keep listening to this podcast, you'll hear all 5 at least once a month.
I think I'm going to take the Lego.
You have to take the Lego. It's once. Oh, stepping
That's
on a
not
Lego.
and then stepping on a Lego is not going to impale you. You're just going to be.
It
It's going to
sucks.
hurt really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it hurts really, really bad. But once a day, I'll take that.
That's a great question.
That's true. Dale has a great question.
It
from
is a
Patreon.
good one.
I like this. How many times can you use the same towel after a shower before it becomes dirty? Do you gauge it by the number of showers or the number of days? I'm going to throw in another thing.
Ooh.
Not just the number of showers or the number of days, but maybe how dirty
You were
before the shower?
I think that makes an impact. I really do. The whole like, oh, you get out of the shower and you're clean thing is like that.
I think it might be more of a mental trick.
I'm not scrubbing myself so well every inch of me that there's no way I missed a piece of dirt or like it's just not. I don't think that everyone exits the shower 100% perfectly clean. I get dishes out of the dishwasher that have run through a full cycle that's like, this needs another go.
Before you answer
That's
this,
true.
let's try to answer the number of days question simultaneously. So think about it for a moment. Like if you had to, let's say you had to give some advice here and say,
All right.
this is your day limit on, this is the max that you should really be using this towel
Okay. I've got
at your
mine.
house.
That's
I
easy.
have my day in my mind.
I have to do some math.
Okay,
Oh, no.
do your math first. We can
That's
stall.
not good.
Okay.
Here's
All
one
right.
thing I could say. Oh, do you have your day?
I think I got.
All right.
Okay, I was going to say.
Count us down now.
3, 2, 1.
14.
180.
Wow.
Okay, so it's 7 for me, 14 for
14
Andy,
for me.
and 180.
And Mike
I
did
just went about 6 months.
6 months.
So Mike truly believes he exits the shower 1,000% clean.
Mostly clean, yeah.
And also
Do you-
believes that a wet towel dries perfectly clean every time. There's never been a...
No, I don't believe that. That's the
Is
problem.
there a sniff test? Have you used the
There
sniff
is
test?
the sniff test.
Yeah,
yes.
the mildewy smell.
I don't do the days. It's just one of the, eventually I'll
time.
I'll be exiting the shower and I'll be drying my face and I'll go, whoa,
Oh no!
I should probably change this in like 3 or 4 weeks.
That's so gross.
So Jason, do you
That's legit
change yours in 7 days?
I probably change it well before 7 days. So,
Really?
So
How many towels do you have?
we have so many towels.
That makes a difference.
we have enough towels for Arizona, the state we live in. If we were gracious and
That's why you don't have room for your stolen stuff because you
Well-
have towels.
Well, I lose them all the time, Mike.
how do you lose a towel?
I don't know. If you were to
Where
lift
does
up
How many
my-
towels would he get back with that previous question?
If you were to lift up my bed, I'm sure there's 25 under there.
Where do they go?
Well, here's the thing. I don't do like here at the studio, right? If we're working out playing pickleball, we come in, we shower, we take our towel, we put our towel back. That towel's the same, and so here is where I can apply this lesson of like how many times can you use that towel again. At home, I use my towel. I leave the bathroom with the towel in the wrapped, waist position, and I don't know where I put that thing. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes I hang it up in the other bathroom where is like in my master bedroom. Sometimes I leave, I throw it on the bed, get dressed, and accidentally leave it there. Sometimes I need to go downstairs.
So does this factor into how many times you feel like you could use it? Because I am a 100% hanger-upper.
See, that makes a difference. I actually have a bit of I wouldn't call it a pet peeve. I'd call it like the way you were, Mike, with the carpet bathroom.
Right.
Wet towels on the ground, I can't take them.
Yes.
I can't take
Yes, and it's the exact same reason. It's disgusting.
It's gross. It's not gonna dry, which means
Right.
it's gonna
If
sit
it's
there
on-
wet, and it's just going to like someone's gonna step on it. Like that is super gross to me. So like in the house, I'm like, it got to the point where the kids had left wet towels on their
Oof.
carpet
Oof.
so many times.
Oh.
I said, if I find you're old enough to hang a towel up. If I find your towel on the ground at any time, $1.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, you're going to put it on their bed?
No, because I want it to dry. It only hurts me if I make their towel not dry and then they have a wet towel. And
When I was a kid, this question meant a lot to me when I was younger, because to me, the number of times you can use the same towel after a shower before it becomes dirty is once.
As a
One.
kid?
As a kid, I hated using the same towel twice. I wanted a fresh towel
Wow.
every single time because I feel like I'm clean. I don't want to use...
And Ron was amicable to this?
Well done. No, but I mean, I didn't always get what I want. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit.
Right.
But
you should wash better. I think that's what we're learning here.
no, it's not that I felt like I
and
was
hang up
dirty.
his towel.
I felt like I was clean. I come out of the shower, I'm perfectly clean.
Then what? How did the towel
So
get dirty?
I want a clean towel. I don't want to be dirty after
But
using
how
the
would
towel.
you get dirty if you're clean and you use a clean towel? Then how is that towel getting dirty?
If I were to take my t-shirt
Right.
and I were to wet it in the sink and then I were to just hang it over the towel rack, I don't feel like that's clean for
What
some
if you
reason.
used soap?
That's different.
Do you use
But I'm not
soap in the
using-
shower?
Yes, on me, and then I rinse it off, and then I just put water on the towel. So I'm not saying I feel
You
this
thought
way
about leaving
anymore.
the soap on.
So yes, and
leave
then
the
just
soap on and then
wiping
wipe
the
it off
soap off.
So
my
you're
towel.
you're cleaning the towel
Now
at the
my
exact
towel's
same
clean.
time.
My mom, Linda, of course, as I called her.
Oh, that's my mom.
Linda she just did the towels every week or two, and it was just like clockwork. I always knew the new towel was going to be there. I didn't worry about it.
Wow.
Should do it every day. Give me a fresh towel.
I was wondering if it's like
brand
your
new
socks. Yeah.
and I want a brand new towel every day.
What's your number, Al? What's your number of days? I'd like to know this.
I actually use a clean towel every single time.
My man?
Every day?
Yep, my wife hates it. We've had the argument many times.
So
but,
who's doing the towel laundry?
My wife.
Whoa.
Whoa, the privilege going on in the Grantham house.
I don't think about the privilege. I think about what he had to give up somewhere else in this negotiation.
I cook all the meals.
Yeah.
All right.
There it
Yeah,
is.
there you go.
There it
All
is.
right.
Jared from the website, what fruit or vegetable could you throw the farthest?
What fruit vegetable?
What fruit or vegetable could you throw the farthest?
Oh, that's easy.
Al thinks that we should film this. You pick a different fruit or vegetable.
Okay.
Actually, this is a great question. This is not just, it's got to be the right weight shape combo.
Yeah.
Weight shape combo.
Which
I mean, you
by
could throw-
default, I think an orange is the
I
answer.
was going to say you could throw an orange in there.
but maybe a lemon. Maybe I could get a lemon a little farther.
Ooh, like spiral it?
Well, not even spiral it, just a little bit of the lower, the smaller mass.
If you get a
But
smaller,
it's heavy enough.
if you get a smaller coconut, that's the victor. I think
What,
that
like
you-
a kiwi?
No, what? That's not a coconut.
You said a smaller coconut.
Yes, as in not like one of the coconuts come like oranges and like other things at different sizes.
So you
These are-
basically, your answer to this question
Is a coconut.
Is not a coconut, just a,
No,
wait.
my answer is a coconut.
Okay, I thought you were inventing like a miniaturized coconut.
I'm not saying like if you could take a coconut and shrink
That's
it
what I
with
thought
your
you were
shrink
saying.
ray by 50%. I'm saying like a normal handheld size You know when you go out and get an avocado, sometimes there's bigger
Are we
avocados.
doing this?
Sometimes we're definitely doing this.
Then let's say this then. You have to make your pick right now and you're locked in. So are you going smallest coconut?
Well, no, because yes, I'm going coconut for sure.
Okay.
But we each have to have different things that we throw because it's not me versus you. Like if you throw an orange further than I throw a coconut, that doesn't prove that the orange is the right call because you can throw further than me already. So
all right,
you
let's
have
all
to throw
Let's all throw
an
all
orange,
three of them.
a coconut. What else?
No, I didn't go orange. I'm going lemon.
You're going lemon? Okay, because the first thing that popped into my head was I want round. I wanted like a ball, and it was a tomato. And but then
Grip problems.
Yeah, grip
There's a
problem.
grip
And then I
problem.
started thinking about the weight of it, and I think it's got to be an orange.
Okay.
Now, would you throw an?
Mandarin. Oh, I'm going mandarin.
Would
See,
you
mandarin's
throw-
too small.
I was going to say
No, that's what I want.
a clementine versus an orange. A cutie, one of the small
But
ones.
maybe it's. But how is it not an apple?
Because
The apple is dense. Like it's.
no, I want one of the.
apple-
That's what I said mandarin for. That's a smaller orange, right?
Yeah.
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 So you think like a cutie you could throw further than an orange?
No, I'm a little bit bigger than a cutie.
I'm
That's
really
why I was in the lemon category.
Okay.
You can get too small for sure.
new question. That's a great
all right.
question.
All right. Let's go.
What do you think you could throw further, an orange or a cutie? Just those two. Do you think you because they both have
An
A
orange.
cutie.
An orange.
A cutie.
Cutie's too small.
so
Orange is too big.
Oh man, this is the new debate because I don't know and I think it might be a cutie. I think I might be able to throw a cutie further than an orange.
I think it's got enough mass for me to where
It's too light.
it really depends on the size of this orange, man.
no a hearty orange.
Oh, definitely a cutie.
But that is what we have to film.
The cutie versus the
cutie
orange.
versus an orange.
Yeah,
what
that's
can
fine.
you throw further?
And then we need like a grapefruit.
And then I'm going to come in after you guys
We've
have
got
done
a
this,
park down the street.
and I'm going to bring
This
my
is
coconut.
so easy.
I'm going to launch that thing to the moon.
I don't know why you're all in on the coconut,
I
man.
don't either. You're going to end
What
up
are you?
having
Is
to.
this shot put style?
I was going to say he's going to end up having to shot put it because it's too heavy.
How heavy do you think a little coconut is?
Heavy enough.
When it comes to throwing something,
it's not
maximum,
an organic hand grip on a coconut, man.
Hold on, weight
How
of
big are your
coconut.
hands?
Yeah, how big are your hands?
My hands are 9 inches.
Yeah, we did measure the
We
other
did
day.
measure them
All right,
yesterday.
so Jason, a full-size coconut weighs about 3.1 pounds.
Oh, good luck.
But I mean, that's a max coconut. I'm saying when you're picking out your coconuts, you're getting the small one. I'm telling.
But it could still. What's a small coconut then? Like 2 pounds?
Like a pound.
That's
I don't want to throw a pound.
a pound coconut is still on the tree. You don't get access to that one unless you can climb up and get your own
I
coconut.
mean,
If you're going to the store, do grocery stores even have coconuts?
Yes, I've seen them. It's seasonal.
What is a coconut? All right, we'll do something
All right.
with this. I think that was it'll be interesting. Mike, you're sticking with the kind of more orange side.
A football is about a pound. So 14 to 15 ounces. So 16 ounces a pound.
Exactly. I can throw a cutie farther than a football.
No, you can't.
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, but because you can throw a baseball farther than a football.
Is a football?
There you go.
Oh, that's a good point. Is
Yeah.
a football a vegetable?
Yeah, football is.
You got me to spit all over my
I
laptop.
saw it and I loved it.
All right, Sean from Twitter.
Wait, what was Mike's pick? Let's lock one in for Mike.
He's orange.
I think
he's
he said
cutie.
orange.
See, well, I was debating. I think it's an apple.
All
I'm
right.
going with apple.
All right.
All right. So we'll get an apple.
We'll get all
a
this stuff.
coconut.
It's not going to cost us very much.
But the real issue here, I think the name of the video is Orange versus Cutie.
I think you just get all. How far can you throw these fruits? I mean, get at least 3 of everything so that we can all compete with
Yes.
each fruit.
Oh, you got to get 9 of everything. I want 3 tries with each fruit.
Of course you do. Watermelon.
It's going to take him 5 hours to find 3 coconuts of the size he wants.
I'll have to go to
right.
several locations.
Many stores.
Too windy.
But I will find it.
All right, Sean from Twitter. If your handwriting had its own font, what would it be called? What would it be called? If your handwriting had its own font.
Oh,
Jason's sitting there drawing.
No,
Well,
I know
not
what mine is.
drawing. I'm writing out a sentence to look at my handwriting.
My
here.
handwriting would be called prescription pad
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
that's not bad.
because my handwriting is horrifically bad. Looks like chicken scratch. Looks like a doctor wrote as fast as they possibly could. Because I am in fact writing as fast as I possibly can. I cannot be bothered to slow down and have good handwriting.
I'm calling mine rutabaga.
Just has no meaning.
Yeah, no meaning.
What's so
Well-
funny about that is
Papyrus 2. That's what I'm calling mine.
what would Jason's holding up a sign and it's
Get
what
the
does it
zoom
say?
in here?
So it says, what would my handwriting be called? What about in caps? 4th grader.
Yeah, I think that's exactly where I was. I'm like, this looks like not like a baby wrote it, but not like an adult wrote it. This is.
So what is between a baby and an adult?
I think
Is
I'm
that
gonna give myself.
toddly?
I'm gonna give myself middle school.
Okay.
Okay, because I've got
So
5th
call
graders
your
right
font
now.
puberty.
Hmm.
You went from not liking it to really considering
Well,
it.
I love the name. I think it's marketable, but the problem there is I don't feel like the font shows growth. You know, and that's what puberty has to like have some hairs
Sure.
coming out of. You know what I mean? Like little scraggles on the font. That's got to be puberty, and I don't have that. So I think I'm going middle school. I think my handwriting is
Middle school, that's fair.
because it's better than a 5th grader's. I've seen
Right.
my children's handwriting, but it's not like totally adult.
All right.
Not a grown up.
I'm not a grown up.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, we are drafting a Mount Rushmore of iconic athletes. That's right. A Mount Rushmore of iconic athletes. We will fill up our mountain with the best that have ever played any game ever.
Yep.
And what a perfectly timed draft this is. I have been musing on the greatness of my first pick recently.
I got to pick a state.
Yeah, with your number 1.
Yeah, thanks.
I am selecting number 23
Yeah,
out of North Carolina.
Sure.
Michael Jordan.
yeah. So you really went out on a limb here on this one.
His greatness has only been made more clear by the time that has passed since he played. I tell my kids how lucky I was to have been part of the Michael Jordan era of getting to watch him play. And yeah, Michael Jordan, easy pick.
Yeah, it is the easy pick. The question will be, because you're the first pick, can
you overcome it with-
Jason and I get 2 stronger picks?
There are 2
Very
picks
possible.
that I really want. There's 2 picks that I really want. I'm
Well,
hoping
then
they
you'll get
to me.
at least one of them.
I know, but I don't
You
have
might
a
get
third.
both.
So I'm saying I don't want you to pick
Oh.
either of those with this pick.
All right. Michael Jordan was the easy pick. And then after that, I guess I will simply go with who should be and is considered to be. I mean, it should be because some people don't buy in, but he's the football GOAT. He is the greatest of all time. He is polarizing, so I do have some concerns when it comes to voting, even though it should not be debatable, but I will take Tom Brady.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled.
Was he not one of your two?
He was not one of my two. He deserves to be in the conversation for this pick. I'm not saying like this is a terrible
But
pick.
that's what
But I am
it's
saying
tough.
that if we took 12 athletes, he wouldn't be one of mine.
Wow. If
Yeah.
you took 12 iconic athletes,
Yes.
the most winning quarterback in the
Wouldn't-
history of the NFL would not be in your list.
Yeah, because I don't like him. I mean, I love watching greatness,
all right.
and
That's fair.
I'm not like anti the Patriots. I
right.
enjoy, I like dynasties. I have enjoyed the run of Brady and the Patriots, but at the same time, it's like I don't know. He himself is boring. When I think of iconic athletes, Michael Jordan changed the landscape of athletes and endorsements, and built brands and all that. So I'm going to start.
I am nervous on who's coming back to me because you have 4 picks.
Yeah, I'm
before
going.
I pick again.
I'm going a little bit. Tom Brady's still playing, depending on
Sure.
what year you're listening. If it's 2032, because this podcast will stay out there forever, maybe he just retired. Maybe. I don't know the future, but my 2-pack is right there for me. Not many people have their own candy bar. I'm taking Babe Ruth.
Okay.
You don't get much more iconic. Got movie after movie made after him.
I'm glad you went with your favorite sport.
Candy bars. Yes, my favorite sport, eating candy bars. Really, that's where I know him from. It's not from baseball.
Edward T. Snickers, center fielder for the Boston Braves.
Yeah. No, this isn't about like my favorite. This isn't my favorite athletes, right? This is the most iconic,
Right.
And so Babe Ruth, I think, is up there with Michael Jordan. And I'm going to go another sport that. I'm
leaning back away from the microphone in fear of who you're going to take.
I'm going to take Muhammad Ali. I mean, arguably the greatest boxer of all time, but iconic. Pictures and photographs and moments in sports history that became legendary, even after the career, lighting the torch and all sorts of things that
Both of your picks were on my list.
Yeah,
and
when I compare
good one.
Tom Brady to them, it's like, yeah, he achieved a lot in the sport. And I agree with you. He is the GOAT. And he's the GOAT of the best sport. So, plenty of reason to take Brady, but I just don't see him as iconic as those other 3.
All right, Mike, that means that there is a pick I really want, and I wonder if you're going to steal it.
Well, I'm lucky that there's only 3 athletes left
in the entire
so
world.
I have a good chance to take your pick. I'm going to take who I think is the best pick at this moment. I will take LeBron James.
Okay.
All right. Both of it's interesting. Your Mount Rushmore is, they're both still playing.
Yes.
Yeah. That's okay.
And LeBron James, like, how you feel about, I wasn't really super into basketball when Michael Jordan was playing, but I had a good run when LeBron James was playing. And talk about it.
Is the Michael Jordan of his generation.
He 100% is the Michael Jordan of this generation, and he's also changing things off the field as well.
It's very Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say it's interesting. If I was choosing another NBA player, I don't know if I would have gone with James. I wonder if is Magic Johnson more iconic? I don't know.
Johnson, Bird. Yeah, there's others as well.
Yep. I'll take LeBron.
All right. That's great. I am so thrilled.
Yep.
I have 2 locked and loaded
All right,
set
go
up
for
picks.
it.
Number 1 is Tiger Woods.
Okay.
Tiger Woods is a Mount Rushmore must-have. I can't believe that he made it back to me. I thought he was had the potential of being the number 2.
If he didn't have a fall from grace, he had the potential to be number 2.
He is still one of the most iconic athletes of all time. One of the greatest runs of dominance that any player has ever had.
Very polarizing.
Took over the I don't think his play is not polarizing at all.
No.
Greatest golfer.
But
Other than when he fell from grace and stopped being good.
Yeah, but he had already accomplished more than anybody had ever accomplished.
True, but
Say that to Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, does Tiger Woods have a beverage?
Well, Jason,
delicious
that
beverage?
should have been your pick based on your
Yeah, that's right. I should.
Tiger Woods is easy. Tiger Woods is easy.
Sure.
And then I'm actually going to go with Jackie Robinson. I'm going to go with
All
Jackie
right.
Robinson.
Okay.
From, that's called baseball, which I know you were in the...
Well, he took a candy bar.
But
so-
broke the color barrier
Yep.
in the 40s, one of the
Fair.
greatest players
All right.
of all time. One of the only players that have, I mean, is there another player that has their number retired by every single team in the entire league?
No, I mean,
Probably not.
Jackie Robinson is the only one to do that.
He's on my short list. This has nothing to do to me of like, oh, do I like baseball? No, it's boring. It's stupid. But he's an incredibly iconic athlete that changed the shape and landscape of athletics. No, he's a great pick. Your team is very solid. I think Tiger Woods could hurt you in the polls.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think
The name is monumental for sure. There's one player that I want, so don't take it.
It's so weird.
You don't know where I'm going, do you?
No, I have no idea where either of you are going, and you're both sitting over here clamoring of how you have picks. Like, I need to have this pick.
Yeah.
And I'm over here like, man, I wish I knew who I should pick.
Who's playing right now?
Because there's a couple. I have my short list going, and I just don't think. Oh my goodness!
You got to go Barry Bonds, man. People love him. People love the home runs. They're a big
If I can
fan.
finish this draft without a baseball player, it will be
a success.
It will be outstanding. Andy's team is very strong. I don't know if I can even compete in the poll, so I will just take the people that I want to take.
Kyler Murray.
No, I like when you're taking a boxer. That's fine.
Oh.
You want to have an iconic boxer who people really liked, 80 years ago? I'll take the guy that people right now, we still remember because we played his video game.
This is a great pick.
I will take Mike Tyson.
100% great pick. And I don't think you needed to throw Muhammad Ali under the bus with the 80-year-ago comment. Okay, that was a little rude.
Tyson's an interesting pick after you lambasted the all-time PGA Tour wins leader for his fall from grace.
But
Tyson's back, baby.
You can argue Woods is getting back.
Not back in the ring.
No, I get that. They both had a fall from grace, but I guess it's different.
You know, Woods has won a major since then.
The difference is Woods was up on Tiger Woods was on a pedestal that was hollow and fake, whereas when Tyson was there.
That is the most ridiculous thing you've ever said.
Think about his endorsements, his personality, how he was revered as a.
Think about more PGA Tour wins than any golfer in the history.
I'm not saying on the sport. In the sport, that's great. I'm saying outside of that.
That's a really weird take.
No, it's not.
It's a very weird take.
Tiger Woods more than everything, his smile, his demeanor, he was a universally.
I feel like Tiger hurt you.
I think Tiger hurt a lot of people.
He did.
All right.
Wow.
So I'm up.
All right.
I don't know what my fourth pick is going to be, but I'm so happy with my third pick. I'm so happy this got to me. And I think Andy and Brooks will be proud of me for this pick. I think you're going to be like, good for you, Jay. Because, look, I don't like baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know a darn thing about hockey.
Okay.
But if you're telling me Wayne Gretzky isn't one of the most iconic athletes of all time, around the studio here this last week, we have been looking up just because, we have our football podcast a couple weeks ago. We did like shocking stats. Dude, the shocking stats that Wayne Gretzky has in hockey are unfathomable.
Correct.
Yeah, he'll never be overtaken as the GOAT in hockey.
What's his nickname, Jason?
Oh, yes.
Isn't it like the great one?
Oh, he got it.
Okay,
He got it.
all right,
Woo!
there you go. The nice thing is, it was just in the back recesses of my mind somewhere.
That I kind of know his nickname.
No,
he was
got
so
it. He got
iconic that in the deep recesses of a brain of somebody who doesn't follow hockey, he still
When
knew
you
it.
think of Wayne Gretzky, what hockey team do you think of?
Oh, that's good.
That is a good question. When I think of Wayne Gretzky,
Mike is trying to find a way to paint you into this sad corner.
No. I don't know hockey that well, but I picture it's like a gray and black logo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it the Kings?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it was.
That's fair.
So there you go.
He played on many teams, so I wanted to know when you think of him, what do you picture?
All right. Well,
The Gretzky trade was one of the most insane trades of all time.
Did he come? Was he on the
He was Edmonton Oilers, greatest player, won them championships, was traded, Edmonton turned on their own ownership. The Kings got him here to bring hockey to the U.S. But Gretzky is clearly one of the most iconic players.
Well, I tell you, man, this was an awesome draft. I can't wait to see how the polls do. This 3-round draft was excellent, and I'm really proud of all of us. Thank you, Spitwads. You want to hit? What did we learn today, guys?
Of all the things to want to cut it short, I've got an endless list of iconic athletes.
No. I've got plenty I could choose from. I'm looking through a list, and there's a lot of people, but I think they're all such a tier below. Gretzky, Muhammad Ali, Babe Ruth, super iconic. I think there's plenty of great ones out there, but they're just a tier below when it comes to the iconic nature.
So what's your pick?
My pick, I'm gonna. Oh. This is.
Does it help to let you know that I think that you're wrong about that, and there's some other really, really big names that you missed?
Oh, that does not help. In fact, that makes me feel like a little yucky. Okay, that's what do their names start with? What rhyme their name?
Snickers.
Ooh,
Mars
I'll take
bar.
Snickers Mars.
Hingle McCringleberry.
All right. If I've got to take another one, which apparently you guys are making me take. All right, I'm gonna look. My favorite sport growing up, basketball. I don't have one. Recency bias here, but I think belongs. If we've got Jordan and we've got LeBron, I'm taking Kobe.
Okay.
He is as iconic as it comes. Nobody shoots a shot at a garbage can or anything
without shouting Kobe.
So I'm going to take, the 2 numbers retired, and I'll go Kobe. There's a couple others on my short list that I'll bring up when we're done. But
are
Kobe
we on
is
our
my
last?
fourth.
So this is the last.
This is the final pick.
All right, I am torn between because I'm trying to have my sports be all over the place. I don't want to just take all iconic football players. That's our other job. So I am torn between 2 people that. Goodness. All right, I'm going to take Tony Hawk.
Oh, okay. I like it.
Tony Hawk revolutionized skateboarding. I really like his video games.
Ask me to name someone outside of Tony Hawk from skateboarding.
Jason, name your second favorite skateboarder.
Does Lil Wayne count? Because I know he skateboards. There's not one, and I think
Bam Margera.
I think
Bam Margera was a notable skater for a while.
I agree with you. Tony Hawk is a name that I think almost everybody knows.
Yep.
Knows who he is, knows what
I know
he
does. He doesn't carry the clout as if I was to take Bo Jackson or Barry Sanders, one of these guys, but for what I'm giving him the respect that he deserves.
All right, shout out to Bo Jackson.
Yep.
Jim Brown, Pele, Jerry Rice, but my pick is Michael Phelps.
Yeah, he was
Michael
on my
Phelps,
list.
28 medals. Took over the earth over the course of 10 to 12 years.
Care.
He's
a lot of people
he's a
did.
swimmer.
A lot of people
Oh, no,
did.
I get it. I'm just speaking for me personally. I just don't care.
And that's what makes me so disappointed in you both.
Yeah.
But that's a common thread around here. We've joked about that. Like
Usain Bolt is cooler.
Usain Bolt is a great example.
Yeah, he's definitely cooler.
Usain Bolt is not nearly as accomplished or iconic as Michael Phelps was. But if you're a sports fan, you don't sit around bashing baseball or hockey. You don't sit around saying, I don't care about competition. You like it all. I'll watch the 7th game of the WNBA Finals, and I'll love it because you want to see people win and compete. The Olympics, I mean, when you talk about having events that everybody watches,
the Olympics is not one of them.
You're the center of that for, 4 Olympics for Michael Phelps? 28 medals?
He's been that long?
He was forever.
He did it for a long time.
And then was like, I'm back.
He's 34 right now, and he participated from I think maybe 3 Olympics. But
all right,
most decorated, most swimming, most golds in a summer.
Yeah,
I mean, this is a guy that is a perfect round out for the. And it was very tight between him and Jim Brown to me for iconic athletes. But I'm gonna go with Phelps because I
wanted a football player, but the problem is I feel like there are so many football players.
Yeah, Rice, Montana,
exactly.
Sanders,
Joe Montana, Barry.
If you're taking a
Jim
football
Brown,
player, you should have taken Rice,
Jerry Rice. But I feel like they're all equally iconic. They don't stand out like Gretzky stood out.
Yeah, Gretzky was definitely
Jordan
on the short
stood
list.
out. I almost took Serena Williams.
I was
she
gonna.
was the next on my list.
When I was over here debating, it was between Tony Hawk and taking
Would
Serena
Bruce
Williams.
Lee have counted?
No.
You don't think so?
I mean, he's not known for competing?
I think he is.
I feel like Chuck
think
Norris
he
would
is.
count more.
Is he? I feel
Yeah,
like
I know. I think Bruce Lee is.
Bruce Lee is known as a movie star.
No.
Surprised you didn't
no,
take
he's not.
McGregor.
Bruce Lee is known as
He's known as a martial artist.
as a martial artist first, movie star second.
but yeah,
I think by the people that know
I'm
and
sure he
appreciate him.
competed, but
All
I
right.
don't know.
All right, what are the
I
final
know that,
teams
I know
out?
that Brad Pitt threw him into a car in that movie.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, Andy's got Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, Jackie Robinson, and Michael Phelps.
That's a good team.
Mike has Tom Brady, LeBron James, Mike Tyson, and Tony Hawk. And Jason has Babe Ruth, Muhammad Ali, Wayne Gretzky, and Kobe Bryant.
Feeling good, guys.
What did we learn today?
I learned that calling my dad Ron feels weird. It does not feel good, and I highly recommend you call your dad by his first name to feel weird.
I learned that Jason's favorite sport is candy bars.
Such a good
We learned a
sport.
lot about Jason today because I learned today that he has infinite amount of towels, and he thinks you can actually lose a towel.
And he thinks that a clean body and a clean towel equals a dirty towel.
Yes, 100%.
And Al Borland agrees with him. Thank you for listening, supporting, subscribing, reviewing. We appreciate it.
We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.